Hello everybody and welcome to Season 3 of Cubfan's Minecraft Technic Pack Let's Play. This is Episode 2, and today guys I need to go mining right off the bat. I apologize for the delay between episodes, but I was super busy in real life and also building that huge mushroom out of wool in my vanilla world. That took like three real days of several hours each day. So, first thing we're going to do is we're going to get something to charge our mining drill, which I misplaced somewhere back here, didn't I? Didn't I? Oh no, I put it in my generator. Right. Yes. So, we have to get a batpack for this. So, if we look at the recipe, we need 6 batteries, an electronic circuit, and a piece of tin. So let's go ahead and get working on those batteries. And we will smelt up a little bit of iron here. So we'll put that in our induction furnace, and that should smelt up relatively quickly. Alright, so then we have some copper, we need some redstone. Got a little bit of that. Okay, so the recipe for that is requiring tin as well. So let's get some of this. So we need tin, and redstone, and copper cables, and we'll get 6 batteries. Alright. Then we need an electronic circuit, and that was fast. Got all of that refined iron. Nice. So refined iron in the middle, redstone on the sides, copper cable like that, and we get an electronic circuit. And electronic circuits are a staple in Industrialcraft, so I'm going to want to get automatic crafting tables and a logistics network set up hopefully pretty soon if I can get some good mining done. But we'll definitely get something set up with the logistics pipes with these electronic circuits and some of the other staples of the Technic pack. So what else do we need in this recipe? Let's just hit E, and we need a piece of tin, and then I think we're pretty much good to go. So put that like that, electronic circuit and tin, and we have our batpack. Nice. So let's charge this up in our generator. And you'll see it will, actually it might charge up faster if we put it outside in our MFE. And I have disabled Industrialcraft 2 sounds because they tend to lag the game a little bit. So let's see how our MFE is doing. Very well indeed. So what the batpack does is it basically extends the life of this diamond drill. The diamond drill can actually never break, but it's not really that effective if it doesn't have power, so it has a little bit of internal storage, but this batpack has much more. So we'll wait till this is fully charged. Almost there. And still almost there. There we go. There we go. Fully charged. Okay. So now we're going to go ahead and take off this iron chest plate, put the batpack in its place, and now we have extra power. Let's see how it looks. Oh yeah. Welcome to the future, boys and girls. Alright, let's get back to the normal view. And instead of going around searching for a cave, I think I might just dig down behind my house, under here, with a shovel, and then of course with a pick. I'm going to take my mining drill and my divining rod here. So I'm going to go ahead and clear my inventory, and I'll be back. Alright everybody, back. As you can see, I only have a few items in my inventory, including the Archangel Smite and the Klein Star, which just has a little bit of charge on it. I think I have another one in here. Yeah, I have one in here with full charge, but I'll just take this one for right now. So the other thing I need is a shovel, and I'm not sure if we have one in here. We have a pick and a ruby axe in there. So let's see if we have anything in our Thaumcraft. Yeah, I think we might actually be able to make a shovel from Thaumcraft. Let's just see, shovel. Let's see, thaumium shovel, sticks, and a thaumium ingot. Yeah, we can do that. So let me just get some wood here. Nice, 2 pieces of wood rather. And we'll make this thaumic shovel, if I can get that. There we go. Nice, so just like that, thaumium ingot on top, and we have a thaumium shovel. So let's see what this thing does. Hopefully it's something pretty cool. Okay everybody, so apparently the thaumium shovel is just pretty much an ordinary shovel. I don't believe it has any special abilities. It probably has some decent durability. but as far as I can tell, it's just a normal shovel. That is, I looked at the wiki, and it didn't say anything special about it, so I assumed it had no special abilities. So here we got some iron, pretty lucky, and you'll see how fast this mining drill can go through things. So let's just continue to go downward into the earth. And I'm probably not going to show too much mining, but if I find something exciting, like diamonds or a Thaumcraft dungeon, something like that, I'll definitely show you. But as you can see, my drill has not gone down any. The power of it has not gone down any because it's all getting drained from my batpack, which has gone down just a slight fraction. So that's really useful. Yeah, okay, just wanted to confirm we are on normal difficulty, and I'll stay that way throughout the Let's Play. Okay, so we're going to keep going down here, and we'll see what we find. Aha! Looks like we found our first rare ore. This is, I think it's cinnabar from Thaumcraft. I'm not quite sure what it's used for. Yeah, cinnabar ore. Kind of a strange ore. Let's see if there's any other ore around here. Doesn't look like it. Not sure exactly what that does or what it's used for, but I'm sure I'll find out soon enough. And let's keep going down. Here we have a little bit of tin ore. You see we have that new ore miner achievement from Industrialcraft. Industrialcraft adds a few achievements to the game, so that's pretty cool. You also notice that this drill digs through dirt just as easily as it does rock, so in actuality that Thaumcraft shovel really is not necessary, I guess. But it's still going to be useful when we get to later Thaumcraft items. Alright, so let's keep going down, see what we find. Looks like we ran into a bit of copper here. Copper is very useful for Industrialcraft. You can never have too much of it. Alright, cool. And I'm going to check my level here. Looks like we're at Y is 25. I think I'm going to go down to Y equals 10. Because I think that's the level that diamond is most prevalent at. And that's what I want to find. Because diamonds, they're worth a lot. So here I am hanging down at level Y equals 10. So I'm just going to dig in a straight line here for a while. And see if I hit anything interesting. Hopefully won't dig into like a lava lake or something like that. And it looks like we found some redstone. Nice. Get some of that, definitely. And I like to just fill in these walls again. That way bad stuff can't spawn up there. Nice. And we'll just keep going this way. Digging a 3x1 area down this corridor. Ooh, lapis. Nice. And what do we have here? We have some rubies, I believe. Sapphires, rather. Whoops. Got some sapphires here, and here we have some nickelite, which is used in red power in the bluetricity part of the mod. And it works basically just like redstone, except, as you can see, it's blue, and it's called nickelite. Got some zombies sort of freaking out here. Might run into them soon, but let's just keep digging for now. Aha! And look at this. We found our first Thaumcraft crystal. So Thaumcraft makes a couple additions to the world. You saw that obelisk last episode. And this is the crystals it adds. So let's just harvest this, pick them up, and we got some fiery crystals. Nice. So we're definitely going to want to keep those. Those are very, very valuable for all your Thaumcraft stuff. And we'll just keep going in a straight line here. Hopefully find some diamonds. And pretty soon I'll probably make a stopping point down here. And then try to use the divining rod to help in that process. Okay, so I think I just fell into what appears to be a large room very, very close to the void. I'm not exactly sure if this is a mod or if this is just a strange world generation thing. But it's pretty awesome, I have to say. Wow. Right now my level is currently Y equals 3.5. So that's pretty cool. We have some uranium here, which is useful for some Thaumcraft stuff. And let's see what else we got. Whoop, lagging. Oh, there we go. New dungeon generates. It lags a little bit. Wait till it settles down. But yeah, it seems to have exposed most of the ores. I can't lose where I fell out of, though. At least I shouldn't. And I hear lava around here somewhere. Yeah, right there. Okay. There's probably some mobs down here, too. Okay, where did I fall down at? That's what I'm really looking for. Let's see, this place is lit up. Ooh, we have another Thaumcraft crystal. Let's see what this is. Aqueous crystal. Nice. Okay. Got some iron here. Might as well get it. Redstone. Yes, please. More redstone. I'll take it. Yeah, like I said, not sure if this is actually a mod or if this is actually just like an error in chunk generation. Probably an error is my guess. But I'm taking advantage of it. That's part of Minecraft, and you gotta take advantage of it when you can. So let's look around for some torches here. I'm gonna try and find where I fell at. Cause is this it? No, it's not it. This looks like a dark and scary place down here. There's a torch. Here we go. This is where I fell down at. So let's tower back up. We'll just leave the torches down there. Down here. Alright. Yeah, this is where I fell at. I think. Yeah. Okay. Get back up. Got some uranium ore here. Nice. Yep, this is where I fell at. Okay. Back to digging straight ahead. Okay. Looks like we come to our first lava pool here. Gotta be careful of that. I'm just gonna go ahead and put a safety bridge down like that. And we'll keep going. Keep getting this nickelite. No diamonds quite yet, though. Looks like that might be a dungeon of some type up there. We'll block that off for now. Yeah, it looks like this is definitely some type of cave. So let's try and light it up. See what we got in here. Looks like it circles back around. We got a Thaumcraft crystal, another one here. Nice. Some copper. Don't mind if I do. Get some tin. Find all sorts of stuff down here. Ooh, this looks like a Viz crystal. Or V's crystal. Yep, nice. Gold. Man, we're hitting the jackpot down here. Let's hit this. Get this out of the way. Nice. Alright. Oh no! Not in the lava. Woo! That was close. Okay. Get this gold. This looks like it might be tungsten. Yep, a few tungsten ore. That's very valuable in terms of EMC for equivalent exchange. Alright. And I'll continue mining down here. I'm going to try to see if I can't find some diamonds with this divining rod. Let's just put it at the mid-range. We'll just see what we got here. Looks like nothing special that way. 128. Try this. 85. I think like our level is okay. Level 15, so I might want to go down a little further. And let's get these crystals here. Nice. Aha! And look what I spot. Some diamonds. We have to navigate this lava lake. We got to be kind of careful here, because it looks like it's a bit treacherous. Alright. Good. Made it here safely. And looks like my inventory is full. We'll just get rid of some of that cobble. And then we have to be kind of careful about this. Let's just go ahead and block off this lava. And get rid of this. Then we'll dig down one, see if there's lava underneath of it. Looks like we lucked out here. I'm just going to jump up just in case. Looks like we lucked out. 2 though? Come on. That's it? Oh, we got ripped right there. Ripped off. Telling you. We got gypped on that one. And looks like this is the underside of a volcano. A Red Power 2 volcano. As we see tons of basalt here. So I'm going to get out of this region, because I don't want to fall in lava and die. But I can definitely come back here if I ever need lava, because it's a volcano. There's a ton of it. And look what I've found. Another V's crystal. Some type of crystal from Thaumcraft, at least. Let's see. Get rid of that cobble and that flint. We got a Vaporous crystal. Cool. So also while I'm down here, I'm going to get some obsidian. And hopefully, that way I can go to the nether pretty soon here. Yeah, I need to get rid of some of these items. So let's get rid of... all these are pretty valuable except for cobble and dirt. And you'll see that somebody is planning a raid on another town. Or maybe that's Millionaire villagers planning raids on each other. I'm not sure which, but we'll have to check that out sometime. Kind of an interesting dynamic with that Millionaire mod. It adds sort of a another dimension to the game, as there are people that actually do stuff besides yourself. Alright everybody, and then I'm going to use my divining rod here to see if I can find some good stuff. So nothing there it looks like, nothing there. And I'm pretty much looking just for diamonds with this. And I hear some zombies around here somewhere. 256 is iron. We need 8,192. There we go. 8,192. So it should be 64 blocks ahead in a 3x3 region. And looks like my diamond drill is about ready to lose power. Looks like my batpack is all out. So we might not make it quite there. But if not, we'll just come back later, because there should be diamonds this way. And yep, looks like my drill just ran out. So you see it slows down significantly compared to what it was at. Yep, so I'm going to go ahead and head back up. We got 2 diamonds and a bunch of other stuff. So I'm going to have to sort through this. So I'll head back up and I'll meet you guys back up there. Alright everybody, back here. I'm going to throw all this stuff into my Thaumcraft chest. All these crystals we got. So that's a pretty good haul of crystals there. Also put this cinnabar ore in there. And I'll put my shovel in there as well. I want to see if I can repair this thaumium shovel though with the talisman of repair. I've heard it's possible, but we'll leave it in there and see what happens. And then we'll go ahead and smelt up some of these ores after we macerate them. So we'll do gold first, and I'll sort the rest of this stuff in here and get this thing organized, and I'll be back. Alright everyone, so I've organized my chests into 4 different categories. This is my rare/useful items. Take that diamond pick out for now. This is the food and farming chest. This will be the junk chest, or things that are common in the world. And this will be the modded items and dusts. And anything that's not an ingot, basically. So, right now I'm just macerating up some tin. We have some gold that I put in here. So we got that back. Nice. That goes in this chest here, I believe. Cool. We can organize all these. Just like that. Alright, cool. So, I want to make an upgrade to this because this macerator is going significantly slower than this induction furnace. So for that, we're going to need some overclocker upgrades. So let's just look at those. So overclocker upgrade. Let's see the recipe for that. We need a coolant cell. So we need a empty cell and a water bucket. So empty cell made like that. That makes 16 empty cells. Okay. So we need some tin here. Sure, we have some. Here's a little bit. Nice. We have some more cooking up as well. And I think that should be good for now. 16. And I think if I just go out here to the ocean, and sorry for the rain, but I can fill up a bunch of these coolant cells. And unfortunately, I don't think they stack. Oh, they do stack. Nice. So there we go. We filled up our coolant, our water cells. So now we have to make them into coolant cells, I think. So let's just check this recipe again. Need coolant cells. We have to put them in the extractor. So let's do that now. It's the compressor, extractor. Alright, we'll let the extractor work its magic on those. Meanwhile, let's go check on our crucible. We should have some V's in here. V's or Vis. I think it's V's from last episode. But we're going to want to get started on our infuser. So let's just look at the recipe for that once more. So infuser, here we are. We need any type of crystal, a stone slab, some iron, and stone. I think we can handle that. Alright, let's go ahead and grab some stuff from our Thaumcraft chest. And let's get, see, we have most crystals we have are in the aqueous variety, so we'll use that. And then I'm unsure if we have stone at the moment. We might not. No, we don't. It's okay, that's why we have the induction furnace here. That baby will cook up stone faster than you can say go. Seriously, look at this. Ready? Go. Look at that. Already smelted. Unbelievable speed. Okay. I'll just let the rest of that smelt up because why not? And we'll go ahead and make this. So, let's see. The infuser. Got it. Okay. So, crystal. Actually, we need to make some slabs first. So, half slab. Also be useful to grab iron. There we go. Now we're ready. Okay. Aqueous crystal, stone slab, smooth stone along the bottom, and our iron, of course. Gives us our infuser. Nice. Alright, let's go see where we're going to put this down at. Let's put this baby, let's say right here. That'll give us plenty of room between the two. And if you take a look at this, it looks pretty freaking sweet, I have to say. So the infuser, this is the interface. I'll explain it to you once we get started infusing things. Can be used for a variety of things, namely enchanting items via Thaumcraft. And to do that, we need a Thaumcraft tank and some conduits. So let's get crafting on those as well. And I think our coolant cells might be done too. Not there. There we go. Not quite yet, it looks like. Must take quite a while. Oh, we have to take it out. Oh, well, okay. Anyway, let's see. We want to get some conduits now. So, conduits. I believe the recipe has changed. Conduits. Fizz conduit. There we go. Redstone, glass panes, and wooden planks. Any type of wooden planks will do. And then we'll need a tank as well. So we need a Viz tank. Viz storage tank, that's what we want. Enchanted wood is what we need. So, I'm not quite sure how we enchant wood. I think we, let's see if I have some wood here. Here we go. Let's see. Let me look up how to enchant wood real quick, because I'm unsure at the moment, but I'll be right back. Alright everybody, so to make some enchanted wood, all we need is some crystals. So I'll get I think we can use an aqueous crystal. So we'll get a crystal, and then we need some wood. Of course, we got some wood here. And then we just need some viz. We have some in here. So now we can put them in our infuser once we connect it with conduits. So let's make some conduits here. And let's see, do I have some sand in here? I don't have any sand, actually. Luckily, there's a beach right outside, so let's see if I have a shovel. I think I do. I do. And it did repair our thermic shovel, which is nice. So let's use our thermic shovel over here. We'll get some sand, and then all will be good. Alright, so give me the sand. Thank you. Ooh, there's also some clay here. Okay, so we got a few pieces of sand. And we'll just smelt these up, and we'll make some glass panes. Hopefully I got more than 6. Yes. Okay. So we'll make some glass panes here. Get our glass like that. And then come over here. Okay. Glass panes. Okay, so let's look up the recipe one more time. Conduits. Viz conduit. Redstone. Wooden planks. Okay. Got it. So we got some wooden planks here. And we need that redstone, which is in this thing. Okay, so we need this, planks like that, and then glass panes that way. There we go. We'll just get a few. Let's get another couple of them. There we go. 16 should do it. Okay, and then we will, for now, we'll hook up our conduit or our crucible directly to our infuser, like that. Then we can go ahead and put our aqueous crystal in here, along with a piece of wood. And you'll see that this thing only got halfway up. That means we need some more, viz in there. So let's go ahead and throw, I don't know, 7 ingots in there. If I can toss them in properly. Let's try that one more time. Fail again. Wow. Okay. Let's just do it like this. And you'll see some awesome graphics with Thaumcraft here. And still not quite enough, unfortunately. Alright. And not quite enough still. No. There. Come on, baby. There we go. There's our enchanted wood. Okay. Nice. And you'll see that this actually now gets darker. That's actually taint. So taint is bad. You don't want it to stay around too long, and it also burns you apparently. The good stuff here though is viz, and that's what you want a lot of. Taint can also be useful, and we'll see that later on, but for right now we don't want it laying around too long. See how our coolant cells are doing pretty well. I've just been putting them over here. Okay, so now that we have this enchanted wood, I think we can make that tank. So tank, we want this. So it's just enchanted wood, glass panes, viz storage tank. Okay. So enchanted wood, glass panes, viz storage tank. Okay, cool. So let's go over here and we'll put this thing in there. Nice. We'll break this. We're gonna lose a little bit of viz, but that's all right. And you'll see it start to fill up. That dark stuff there is taint. So if I throw in some ingots here, some iron ingots, and we have a ton of iron, so I'm not really too concerned about losing a bit of it. You'll see it start to slowly fill up, and it's a bit brighter now, so it's not entirely taint. And it drains out of the crucible relatively quickly. Nice, so we have a little bit of viz going there. And now I can use some more stuff to make some more cool things in this infuser. And we'll see how this coolant cell is doing. Nice. So let's see how we're doing on that overclocker upgrade as well. So let's see, we need an electronic circuit, coolant cell, so we can make some, I think. Have enough coolant cells in here? Yeah. So 3 coolant cells. Then once again we'll need a, let's see, do we have some copper cable in here? Yep. Alright, so we're going to need some refined iron as well. So again, making the electronic circuit. As I said, it's a staple of the Industrialcraft tree, I guess. So then we just put coolant cells across the top, copper cables on the sides, electronic circuit gives us our overclocker upgrade. Sweet. And I'm going to want to get a bunch of these. So I'm just going to keep on making those, but let's go ahead and put this on our macerator. So what this does is it will cause our macerator to run a bit faster. You probably can't tell with just one overclocker in there, but once we get 8 or 9 in there, it should be moving along pretty quickly. So we have our tin dust. Put that in here. Nice. And we'll get macerating on this. Let's not do that. Let's do the iron. So this will go a little bit faster than it normally would with this overclocker upgrade in here. However, it will also use more energy, so it's not completely overpowered. Let's go ahead and put some of this stuff away. In here. Yep. Okay. And let's craft one more Thaumcraft item this episode, and then we'll call it. Okay, everybody. So the last item I want to craft today is called the Vis condenser. So what we'll need here is another one of these crystals and a piece of wood, because we need some more enchanted wood. So we'll put this in here and the wood as well. Hopefully we have enough. Nice. Okay. So the Vis condenser basically works to use crystals. So let's see if we find it here. Here we go. So we need iron, a Vis crystal, enchanted wood, Vis conduit, and iron ingots. Nice. Okay. So let's get what we need here. Vis crystal. Just need 1. Enchanted wood. Vis conduit. I think we still have on us. Yeah. Nice. So let's go ahead and craft this baby. So iron ingots. Vis crystal. Enchanted wood. And a conduit. Is that not the recipe? Ah. Too much. I was going too beast on that one. It's alright. Vis condenser. Right. This is what we want. So, let me just put this down, say, here. And so what this does is, based on the current phase of the moon, it will take a crystal. So if we take a crystal and put it in this side, it will slowly suck Vis out of the aura. As you can see around me, there's Vis in the aura. That was a joke. You can't actually see the aura, but it's there nonetheless. And it pulls Vis out of the aura. And if you connect your condenser to your tank via conduit pipes, then you can get out Vis from the aura and use it in the infuser and so on and so forth. So let's go ahead and dig through the floor here, and we will connect our condenser to our tank so we can get some Vis. And it looks like the phase of the moon is pretty good. The fuller the moon is, then the more Vis you can pull out of each crystal. So you want this thing to be pretty much full when you run it. So let's see, we want to go one over here, down this way, to there. Nice. Okay. Started a raid. 3 fighters have joined in. All chests are now unlocked. So I guess there's a fight going on in the Millionaire Village right now? My God. What is it? That's amazing. How would you even mod that into the game? Okay. Let's put these away. Keep our coolant cells coming as well, because I'm going to want some more overclocker upgrades on that macerator, because right now, way too slow for me. Then we're going to take our Vis conduits, and we'll run them from here down and over to our tank. And it should connect. Yep. Alright, cool. So then if we get up here and we take a crystal, let's take a... I think the fiery crystals are pretty rare, so I'll take another aqueous crystal. And we just place it on top, I believe, by right-clicking. No, we put it in this slot, sorry. And whoa, check that out. Pretty awesome effects. And you'll see this is the life, so to speak, of the crystal. This is how much life it has left. It goes down from the top, and it sucks Viz out of the aura, as I said. The moon is at a pretty great phase, actually, so we should be getting a lot of Viz. Although this does act pretty slow, so we probably won't see any noticeable effect until a next episode. Okay, everybody, so our Viz condenser is trucking along. You'll see it has depleted somewhat already, and the Viz in the tank, the V's in the tank, is now a little bit lighter, indicating that there's more V's in there and less taint proportionally. So now we can use our Infuser next episode and do some super cool stuff with Thaumcraft. Also, should probably go to the Nether next episode, and we need some soul sand for stuff to do with this Infuser. Also going to work on some buildcraft next episode. I'm going to hit that oil spout over there. That's too big to pass up, as I said in the first episode. But I think that's all for me today, so thank you all for watching. This has been CubFan. Goodbye.